"You canceled my trip?" I asked him, shocked. "You were never invited," my dad said, laughing. So, I canceled their entire vacation, took back every cent, and left them stranded at home. "You canceled my trip?" I repeated, disbelief flooding my voice as I stared at my dad. He was casually scrolling on his phone, acting like he hadn't just dropped a bomb on me. "You weren't invited anyway," he said with a chuckle, not even bothering to look up. My stomach twisted in anger. This wasn't a last-minute change. They'd planned this for weeks, my dad and stepmom, and I was the fool who didn't see it coming. I'd spent months looking forward to that trip. A family vacation I finally thought included me. I even pitched in money, helped cover costs because my dad complained about how pricey it was going to be. I worked extra shifts, tightened my budget, all to contribute. Now, standing there in the living room, watching him smirk like it was some big joke, something inside me snapped. I'd been pushed aside too many times before. Since he remarried, I was an afterthought. My stepmom, Laura, never liked me. My stepsister, Olivia, was the golden child. Every family event centered around her. Every decision made for her. If I complained, I was selfish or dramatic. But this was beyond anything they'd done before. They took my money, made me think I was part of the trip, then cut me out without a second thought. My dad laughed again, shaking his head. "Don't be so dramatic. We just didn't think you'd enjoy it. Besides, Olivia wanted this trip to be special, just the three of us. The three of them. Like I wasn't family. Like I was an inconvenience they only tolerated when it suited them. But if they thought they could get away with it, they were wrong." I took a deep breath, forcing calm. "Fine," I said, steadying myself. "Enjoy your trip." My dad barely looked at me, waving me off like a child having a tantrum. What he didn't know was, I had control over their trip more than he realized. Since I paid for part of it, my name was on several reservations. The hotel, the car rental, even some excursions all booked on my credit card. And if they thought I wasn't coming, then they weren't either. First, I logged into the hotel's website and canceled the reservation. Then I called the car rental, said I was canceling due to fraudulent activity on my card. Excursions? Canceled. I even contacted the airline. Since I'd booked the tickets, I requested a refund for my portion. It wasn't much, but it was enough to ruin their plans. Best part? I did it the night before they were supposed to leave. By the time they got to the airport, no hotel, no car, no activities waiting. Next morning, chaos. My phone blew up with missed calls and angry texts. Dad's messages started confused. "Did you cancel the hotel?" The car rental says no reservation. Then frantic. "What did you do? This isn't funny. Call me now." Finally, anger. "You ruined everything. We're stuck at the airport. You selfish brat. You better fix this." I smiled, set my phone down. Nothing to say. Hours later, he showed up at my door, pounding like a madman. When I opened, he was red-faced, furious. "What the hell did you do?" "I canceled everything," I said simply. "If I'm not part of the trip, I don't have to pay for it." His fists clenched. For a second, I thought he'd lose it. "You had no right. We're stuck because of you." I shrugged. "Sounds like your problem. Maybe Olivia can make it special for just the three of you. Right here at home." I saw it then, the realization hitting him. He'd pushed me too far. He tried to guilt-trip me. I wasn't having it. I told him how I felt, how he treated me like an outsider, how they took my money and cut me out. Now they were getting a taste of their own medicine. He stormed off angry. I didn't care. For the first time in a long time, I felt in control. But this wasn't over. What happened next was even better than I imagined. The fallout was worse than I expected, and I loved it. Dad, Laura, and Olivia were furious with no backup plan. They were stuck at home for 2 weeks, seething with nothing to do. Dad tried to strong-arm me into fixing things, but I made sure nothing could be fixed. Hotel fully booked. Flights now crazy expensive. Car rental wouldn't even take his reservation. Flagged for fraud. They were completely stuck. Dad tried guilt trips, calls, voicemails, texts, ranging from fake concern to manipulation. "You hurt this family," he wrote. "I hope you're happy." Olivia was devastated. This was supposed to be special. I thought, special for me before they cut me out? I didn't reply. I let them stew. Then Laura's turned the motherly act. "I thought we were making progress," she messaged. "I was starting to see you as family. Taking my money and cutting me out wasn't cruel. Ignoring me was. Funny how they only cared when things didn't go their way." I left her unread. Olivia was the funniest. She didn't hide her entitlement. Sent a voice rant about how I ruined everything. I laughed and deleted it. She'd spent years as the favorite, getting everything at my expense. Maybe this was the first time she faced disappointment. Good. A few days later, Dad came back. Less curious, more desperate. Almost felt bad. Almost. "Look, I get it. You're mad," he said, sighing like a victim. "But don't you think you went too far?" "Oh, like you took my money and told me I wasn't invited?" I shot back. He flinched. Didn't expect me to call him out. "It wasn't like that. We just didn't think you'd want to go. You didn't even ask. You just assumed. And let me think I was in..." Then cut me out. He ran his hand through his hair, frustrated. "Fine, I messed up. We can fix this. Maybe plan another trip. You can come then." He sounded insincere, like he had no choice. And then I realized I was done. Done trying to be part of this fake family. Done hoping for scraps of affection. Done playing a game I'd never win. I smiled and shook my head. "No thanks. I'll use my money on something that actually benefits me." He looked stunned. He thought I'd cave. Take the fake offer. Not this time. Not ever again. That moment changed everything. I stopped trying. I stopped caring. He knew he'd lost control over me. They never got their trip back. I never got an apology. But you know what? For the first time, I put myself first, and it felt damn good. Look, this channel is small right now, but not for long. If you're here, you're early. And if this story hit you even a little, imagine what's coming next. Subscribe now. Don't wait for it to blow up, then act like you were here from the start. Be real. Be early. Hit that button, and let's shake up YouTube.